We're sitting in the same place I interviewed for the very first time with Bitten.
And the decor has not changed one bit, has it?
But that's what I like about you, because it hasn't changed. You're living in the same house. I think you still have the same husband.
Yes, I do.
Haven't traded up at your kids.
No.
But you're a big horror and supernatural writer.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the exact same as I did 7 years ago. There are times when I still cannot believe when I walk into a store and see my book on the shelf. And I know even in the past year, I made the mistake of someplace referring to myself as a fairly new writer. And I was told, Kelley, you have 6 books out. You are no longer a new writer. But it still feels that way. And I don't know how much longer it'll be before I feel like I've been doing this a while.
What I really like about the Otherworld series is the female protagonists who are so strong. Because it started with Elena, the female werewolf.
Most of my characters won't take crap, although there are varying degrees and different types of strength with them. Elena, certainly you get someone who can kick ass, take down names. Eve, even more so. Paige, not so much. And with Jamie, the protagonist for No Humans Involved, she's the least physically strong of my protagonists, and she also is the one that has the almost no defensive abilities from her powers. She can talk to the dead and raise the dead, which can be fun, but it's certainly not going to help you get out of any difficult situations, although she does find a way.
Jamie Vegas, the hero of this, is also the most public. Is that fair to say, of all the characters?
She is, definitely. She is a celebrity spiritualist, so she is someone who does live touring shows where she supposedly contacts the dead and does guest appearances on talk shows, and her holy grail is getting her own television show.
And at the beginning of this one, she's been roped into an awful kind of, a reality. I hate the name reality shows because they're the most unreal things around.
Yeah, what she actually believes she has been brought into is a TV special, Raising Marilyn Monroe. When I came up with the idea, I was thinking back to TV specials like the one Geraldo Rivera did for Uncovering Tombs, and that where there was really big, splashy, paranormal themes or the ones for the satanic cults. These really big, splashy TV specials, and that's what she at least thinks she's gotten into. She's doing pre-taping for it with 2 other spiritualists.
This whole idea of Raising Marilyn kind of goes out the window pretty quickly for them, because she runs into a weird phenomenon that nobody has ever run into before.
She does. Normally, a necromancer can contact the dead. If there is a ghost there, they can talk to the necromancer. Might sometimes have some trouble getting through, but then she would just do her little rituals and be able to contact them. Instead, she's being haunted. What we would call haunting. The idea that you can hear someone whispering, but you don't hear a voice. You might catch just sounds. You feel someone touch you, which is unusual. They don't usually make physical contact. She'll see a snatch of maybe an arm, an elbow, but can't actually see them no matter what she does. So she eventually realizes that they are somehow caught in a form of limbo where they cannot pass over, but nor can they make contact with either the ghost world or the living world.
All those people, well, it's in the title, No Humans Involved. These are human wannabes who would like to, know and have psychic powers and do all the things that these people who are basically born with lucky genes are able to do, and they make a real mess of things.
They do. They have encountered a small cult of people who want to learn magic, and there are plenty of people out there who strongly believe in the paranormal. Some who just strongly believe in it and that's it, and others who strongly believe and therefore want to find a way to join us. Think there can't possibly be all these books on magic if magic doesn't exist. So this cult, that they are a small group that they encounter, has been working at it very scientifically for over a decade, trying to find the answer to how to create magic, and they think they've found it involving murder.
She's very real at the same time that she's dealing with all this unreal weirdness, because she's worrying about her boobs sagging, and she's, you know, she looks in the mirror for crow's feet, and there's this young competition coming up, and it's like, oh, and then she's you know, not above using her own sexuality and putting Jamie down at the same time, and it's all this petty normal stuff. And then she has to deal with that.
So yeah, she has come to sort of grips with that by now, that there are these two sides of her life. But I think more so than my other protagonists, she is much more in the human world, because she has just recently joined the council. Most of her friends, all of her colleagues are all human. So she's very much of that world. Even though she contacts the dead for a living, she's usually faking it anyway. So she's very much of the human world, and she's very much concerned with all of those things, like I'm hitting 44, and how much longer can I keep wearing short skirts?
The book is No Humans Involved. It's another Otherworld series book. I've been speaking with the author Kelley Armstrong, and No Humans Involved, published by Random House of Canada.